Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. Alright, we're in the bowels of the Meldanen estate, trying to find the mad wizard. Whatever schemes he's been concocting. Alright, deafening clang. Yep, will you have a head, sir? I think not. I can't tell if this is trapped. I'm gonna guess no. Throwing axes that I can't identify. Alright. And you have full plate. Really? Why would you have full plate?
This pack is heavier than I am.
Right, I'm gonna have to fiddle around with the pack.
This pack is heavier than I am. This pack is heavier than I am.
Alright. That'll do. For now. I mean, this rope of fire resistance still weighs just one. That's not that much. But these axes probably can go in here. Is there anything else that weighs that much? Not really. I guess the sash of shimmering can go in here. Just need to offload some stuff. Here's to hoping there's no more apprentices around. Actually, let's go the other way then. I mean, that door looks a little bit heavily defended.
Stand still so I can hit you.
Not a nasty imp. Yeah, you're not getting invisible. We won't let you. Okay, we will let you, but we will still try to hit you. And that was the spell resistance actually working for a change. Heavy crossbow +2. That's a nice piece of kit. No, it can't fit in there, can it? Darn. Let's just stack these a little bit more sensibly then.
This pack is heavier than I am.
No, that's annoying. Finding all this good stuff now. I don't want to go back. Let's just loot this room and then see about unloading some of the stuff. Just stop playing with him and just finish him off. See, like that. Come on, we have stuff to loot.
Okay, dokie.
And you have things to open. No dawdling. don't want the throwing axes. Alright. Let's go visit Erebeth again. Because this is a heavy load.
You are we are all eagerly.
Alright. First the obvious stuff. Yeah, selling stuff. Just in case it's worth anything. Don't need a tower shield. Arrows of the vampire I don't want. I'll keep the bolts. These glittering necklaces are also unnecessary. I'll keep the diamonds. I don't really want another bag. Or at least not one of that level. I'll keep the wands of summoning. Those could still be useful. Alright, that should have lifted some load of us. Let's go back. Right. Let's rest here, since I'm feeling a final confrontation coming up. Definitely feeling a final confrontation coming up. Right. The Mad Wizard's bedroom. Well, he's probably mad enough to trap it.
Okay, dokie. Okay, dokie. It's done.
Let's see, everything... No, not everything is locked.
Okay, dokie.
But some of them are just arrows of the vampires.
It's done.
Not necessarily as useful as they might appear. I think this chest is also trapped.
Okay, dokie.
No, it's not. It's a wand of sleep. Well, I can't use that. What's on the apparatus? Ooh, some dragon blood. And in the cabinet over here is the Chalice of Moonbow. Why would you have that, Meldanon?
Be wary, stranger. Meldanon is somewhere near.
Alright. Deafening clang time. Silence! I slay you! No, don't kill me, please. I'll give you anything. Well, that's very kind of you.
Formosa sent you to kill me, didn't she? Didn't she? Why are you here?
Well, there is the matter of the Dryad in the cage. You have come for the Dryad, not for me. So she is indeed one of the Waterdhavian beasts, as I suspected. I thought at first to use her to formulate a cure for the plague, and then sell it to the highest bidder and make a fortune. Since then, however, her charms have weakened my judgment and prevented my research. Bah! No doubt it's best she is taken, or I could not get rid of myself of her influences. So, are you saying then that Formosa did not send you? You will spare me if I give you the key to the Dryad's cage? I want the key to your warehouse as well. You can live. So, the Elven Wench did send you, after all. Just not to kill me, or is that your doing? Regardless, I suppose I should be thankful for your mercy. Here's the key to the warehouse. It also unlocks the Dryad's cage. Take her now. I shall flee before someone more ruthless than you breaks into my home. Well, I have no need to kill someone of such high standing as you. Besides, you haven't really done anything wrong besides, kidnap a guard and steal the chalice. And the Dryad, of course.
I have prayed to the great oak for a savior. Are you to be it? Shall I be freed at last to rejoin my tree?
Calm down. I am here to free you. Oh, blessed are you, kind human one. I have been lost and so frightened since that terrible battle. I fled into the streets, but everything was so strange here. Maldanon found me and brought me to this place. He meant to hurt me and make a cure for a great sickness. I did only what I could, and charmed him. It was almost worse, however, to bear his obsession. Please, release me, human friend. I have been away from my oak for far too long. How have you survived away from your oak this long? A great wizard of humans came to my grove and said part of my essence would aid in curing a great sickness amongst his people. He did not know what part of my essence, however, and asked me to travel to this strange place so it could be discovered. I have no wish for so many to perish, so I agreed, and the wizard placed a spell upon me that put me to live. But oh, I miss my oak so, human friend. Will you not release me? I ask you first come to Erebeth and help cure the plague. You need not worry. All you have to do is take a lock of my hair to Lady Erebeth. I give it gladly, human one. I had hoped I could do more, but I am very weak now. It saddens me to see the sickness in your people, but now that you have my hair, I am no longer really needed here. May the servant of the oak be allowed to leave. I miss my tree so. Would you be able to find your way home on your own? Yes, I believe I could. I only need to reach the nearest tree. The wizard who came to my grove said any tree would return me home. Then you are free to go. The way behind me is clear. Thank you, kind human one. I shall not forget you. If we meet again, I hope I shall have the chance to reward you properly. Farewell. Right, and she's not gonna leave for that tree that is strangely placed over here. Just make sure that she actually gets there. How come you are armed with a knife? Or did you fashion a shiv? That's also possible, I suppose. Well, I could go straight back to Erebeth, but I kinda have to tie up the quests here in the Blacklake district. So the long way back it is. Luckily I don't have to do too much. I can just walk out the front door. After all, I'm just a welcome guest of Meldanon. Yeah, that fight could have been very much different. Especially if you come here at an earlier level. Spellcasters are always a double-edged sword. If they're high enough level, they might be able to keep you at a distance long enough to actually blast you with whatever spells they have. But if you can get in close, you can just smack them around. And they can do almost nothing to stop you. You really intend to fight me, do you? He's challenging. Well...
Have at me!
Since you insist on me smacking you a bit. Please don't kill my servant. I've paid many ducats to keep him safe. Yeah, I don't need the key because I've already been in. Might as well kill the rest of his guards. You'll find no glory here.
I love this part!
Stop that. And you're not dropping anything good. Let's just get out of here. Let's go find Formosa and see if she can convince people to actually stop being afraid of Meldanen. Because I'm certainly not going to be doing it for her. That's not my job.
So you have returned. Do you have news?
I have the key for Meldanen's warehouse. Allow me to see it. Yes, this is the one. I can detect the counter spells on it. Bless you, sir. The city will be thanking the gods for you in days to come. What of Meldanen himself? What happened to the sorcerer? He lives, and I do not intend to kill him. As you wish, sir. People may fear Meldanen's retribution and fear to enter the warehouse. Hopefully I can change their mind. As promised, here is the necklace. I know it's not much, but hopefully it will suffice. Well, getting the key was risky. Wouldn't some gold be fair? I suppose you are correct. Here's 250 gold pieces then. I trust that is fair enough. You have helped far more than I thought anyone would. Now I must go and collect others to enter the warehouse. Farewell, my lord. Yes, that's all well and good. Let's go to the board-laid bear. Before I trip over the pronunciation of that again. Captain Thurin. Samuel has already made it back to the barracks. I was quite surprised to hear what had happened to him. I didn't think the sorcerer had the gall in him. Here's the 300 pieces reward. It's right a bit more than a guard can afford right now, obviously, but you've certainly earned it. Samuel is a close friend after all. Thank you, that'll be fine. Take it then. I wish I could pay you more. Thank you once again. You've helped far more than I would have hoped. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's still much for me to deal with today. Yeah, that seems to be a common thing, isn't it? Right. Yeah, there's just Linus Tale and the Great Sea Animal Rescue. So, I could walk back, but let's just port back and see what we can do here. So that's all the districts done! And the final adventure and the final bit of this chapter will soon be revealed. But first, let us go to Linu Lanral and find out her story. And I'll just make this episode a little bit longer, I think. Linu Lanral.
I hoped that you would return, so I waited.
Yeah, you can join.
Hey there, dear.
Yes, level up a bit, please. Ooh, fancy.
Hey there, dear. What can I do for you?
I just want to talk. Tell me more of your story. I guess I would be glad to share my daunting task with a friend. We are both adventurers. If I trust you with my life, I should trust you with my troubles. I am sorry I was so overcome with despair, but you see, I found the silver chalice of Moonbow once already. I found it in a small town called Lork, but then, oh Malcolm Erikson, I lost it again. How in the name of all that is holy did you lose it again? As I said, I found the chalice in the merchant town of Lork. The thief and a halfling tried to sell it to Zend, my merchant, but when the halfling tried to charge him 500 gold, Zend claimed the religious artifact as tribute to the Bane. The halfling thief protested, but the mayor of the town is Zend as well. Next thing the halfling knew, he was arrested for the murder of an old woman who had spit in the face of a Zend soldier the day before. Obviously, he never committed the crime. It never fails to shock me when people are capable of such injustice. How did you find out about all of this? How did you find all of this out? That's also a way I can order those words. I found out what happened when I showed up in town and saw a mob of people about to hang him. Everybody was laughing and telling the story to anyone who would listen. They actually thought that such injustice was funny. Even the bloody merchant was there for the hanging, and he was drinking from the sacred chalice. Well, that's a Zend for you. Yes, so I have discovered. I already had the rope around the halfling's neck. When I heard the whole story, I didn't know what to do, but I had to stop it. I ran forward into the crowd, yelling for them to stop, but I tripped and fell into mud. I looked up and saw the saw the face of a kindly grandmother. I reached for her hand and she kicked me right in the teeth. That's horrible. The mob turned into a giant brawl with the fists and laughter flying everywhere. I crawled out of the crowd and fled town, weeping as I ran. I made it to the forest and collapsed in the bushes of the road. As I lay there weeping, I heard a twig snap. I spun around and standing there behind me was the halfling. He winked at me and toasted me with the chalice, which he held in his hand. I cried out that I had to have it back, but he just laughed and disappeared into the wood. I never saw him again. Don't worry, Lino. I'll help you find the chalice. Thank you, sweet Malcolm. That is a kind answer from a good friend. I know I shall probably never find the chalice again, Malcolm, but I shall not give up. I must return it to my people to restore my honor. Is this the chalice you were talking about by any chance? The silver chalice of Moonbow. Oh, thank you, Malcolm. I can never repay you for this gift of true friendship. There is something I have that might be of some use to you. This is the pendant of the elf. It has the power to enhance some of your abilities with those of elven ancestors. You have proven this day that you are a true friend of the elven people. This pendant only works for those who prove them such worthiness. I am proud to be able to call you my friend, Malcolm. Thank you, Linu. Because of you, Malcolm, I can return the challenge to where it belongs. I shall protect it with my life until the opportunity arises for me to visit Everesca. Until that time, I shall remain by your side and help you achieve your goals. Thank you again, my dear friend. Alright, let's first go back to Tommy.
Figured.
Yep. And you have given me the Pendant of the Elf, which gives me Dark Vision and Enhancement Dexterity +1. Well, I don't need Dark Vision, but it's probably very nice. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.